that's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. On the Phillies sideline, there's head coach Nick Sirianni. These guys responded well to their season-opening loss, winners a week ago. On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Now it's Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Carter. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. But someone came to play today.
Well, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. They'll get this up to the 47 and back down there. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach is going to offensive line. It's going to look at the offensive line coach, and that's when things get dicey.
They're 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. The always tough NFL. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive has been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells their offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. We focus our attention now on the Eagles' defense. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3-and-out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3-and-out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post for the field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3-and-out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3-and-outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith. You look at this Eagle defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Ethan Evans on now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 18. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's run down. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
First down, Eagles.
Barkley inside handoff. Will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First down, Philadelphia.
Now Hurts going to keep it run left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offensive coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pass complete there in the clear. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for Rams. First down. 1st and 10.
Now Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
2nd and 10.
Stafford now to throw. He finds his rookie running out from Tennessee. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Third down and 1. Back to throw, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's Stafford. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Stafford. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Ethan Evans.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
For the Rams.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And they will take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to hit the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And 6 yards.
They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. Well, there was a 42, maybe a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
A loss of 6. Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 18.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about week 3? Let's jump in. Our tour of the league starts now. It starts in Cincinnati, the Bengals at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And it's Joe Burrow. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Bengals move to 2-1. They get the victory here. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is Chuba Hubbard. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Panthers get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2. Lastly, let's get down to Miami. The Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And this is the Dolphins wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Dolphins are into the win column. They get the victory here in week 3. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, just 1 touchdown in the first half, 10-0 your score, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And back to the 30. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Eagle first down.
All the option left, it's Hurts. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
7 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hurts going to give this to Shipley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Not gotten the yard down to the 16. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Eagles. Eagles defense, they work their way back onto the field. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Again, Williams running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing his Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, how about the rush there? Busting in. They blast him behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw is Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And it's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Bust through the tackle. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
The 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
out to Barkley. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. Loose inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. It's 45 yards.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
It's a gain of
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. Touchdown, Williams! Kyron Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Myers connects on the PAT. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 26. They'll start with the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And an Eagle first down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's second and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. Here's third and 10.
And it's third.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Eagles.
Here's a give to Barkley. Able to power through. They'll get this down to the 38. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you see guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. Now back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Throwing it a traffic there, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go with Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Rams first down.
Adams the man in motion right.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
Now
line.
they show jet sweep, but instead they run up the middle here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Back at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Stafford. Open man, Higby, the tight end. Second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now Stafford.
14-yard line.
Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Alec Pierce from 13 yards out. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. The extra point now coming from Myers. And This is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling, battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Go on second down from the 27. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Again, it's Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Muscles him off. An 8-yard return there after the final of 47. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now it's Stafford. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Stafford. And that's incomplete.
Stafford's pass intended for Kyron Williams. Incomplete. Super DeGene
under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
It's 4th down.
They snap it to Stafford. Now desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.